Silence is not only the absence of sound, but also a state of mind. In it we can find the greatest strength and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius. The word silence is often associated with peace and tranquility. However, in the context of Stoicism, silence takes on a deeper meaning. Stoicism is an ancient school of philosophy that teaches us to manage our emotions, develop inner peace, and achieve wisdom. Today we will look at how silence can be a powerful tool for achieving strength of character and wisdom, and how it can help us become strong people. Peace and silence represent the highest nobility of the soul. Seneca. Stoicism has taught us to value inner peace and steadfastness. One of the key aspects of this philosophy is the ability to find inner peace even in the most adverse situations. It is in this context that silence becomes important. When we find ourselves in silence, we give ourselves the opportunity to escape the hustle and bustle of the world. This allows us to focus on ourselves and begin to explore our inner worlds. We begin to ask ourselves important questions, reflect on our values, goals, and beliefs. Silence also allows us to more deeply understand our emotions and reactions. We can observe them rather than simply react to them. This is one of the fundamental principles of Stoicism, the separation between the external world and our internal world. Silence helps us strengthen this section, which makes us more resilient to external influences. Imagine that you are faced with a difficult situation at work. Instead of immediately reacting to stress and pressure, you decide to go into silence and spend time with yourself. You reflect on the situation, identify your emotions and reactions. As a result, you come to a wiser decision that aligns with your values and interests. Self-reflection is an important part of Stoic philosophy. It involves analyzing and evaluating our actions, thoughts, and feelings. Silence provides us with the necessary space for this practice. When we are in silence, we can ask ourselves questions that will help us understand ourselves better. We can reflect on which aspects of our life bring us joy and which bring us anxiety. We can analyze our decisions and choices, explore our goals and dreams. Self-reflection also allows us to identify our weaknesses and shortcomings. But instead of being discouraged by them, Stoicism will teach us to use them as opportunities for growth. After all, only by understanding our weaknesses can we begin to work on them. Imagine that you decide to relax away from the hustle and bustle of the city. In this silence, you begin to ask yourself questions about what is truly important to you in life. You realize that you value your relationships with family and friends most, and work, while important, shouldn't take up all your energy. This realization inspires you to make changes to your schedule and priorities. Emotions are the result of our beliefs. Change your beliefs and you change your emotions. Epictetus. Another important aspect of Stoicism is managing emotions. Emotions can be powerful and, if we allow them, they can control our lives. However, Stoicism will teach us how to manage them and not be their victims. Silence plays a key role in this process. When we are in silence, we can give ourselves time to process our emotions and understand why they arose. We can analyze our thoughts and beliefs that underlie these emotions. Let's say you feel angry because of some conflict with a colleague at work. Instead of immediately reacting to this anger, you decide to find a quiet place and carefully examine your feelings. external expectations. Let's say you find yourself in a situation where you are asked to take part in a dishonest practice that may bring you short-term benefits, but is contrary to your moral principles. Instead of succumbing to pressure and making poor choices, you go into silence and carefully consider your values and beliefs. You decide to abandon this suggested practice and remain true to your principles, which strengthens your strong character. Stoicism will teach us to see silence not only as a way to achieve inner peace, but also as a means to creativity. Silence can be used for creativity, development, and self-improvement. When we are in silence, we can concentrate better on our work or study. We can dive deeper into learning new skills and knowledge. We can develop new ideas and projects that can benefit ourselves and those around us. Let's say you decide to set aside time in your schedule for creativity. In the silence of your office, you begin to write the book you have always dreamed of writing. In this silence, you find inspiration and focus on your creative process. Over time, your work takes shape and you feel proud and satisfied with the completed project. Genuine relationships are built on mutual understanding and empathy. Marcus Aurelius. Silence can also play an important role in our interpersonal relationships. When we learn to find inner peace and wisdom in silence, we become more capable of connecting deeply and empathetically with others. When we listen to others in silence, we can truly hear them, not just their words, but their emotions and needs. This improves the quality of our relationships and makes us more supportive and friendly. Let's say you discover that your friend is going through a difficult period in his life and needs your support. Instead of immediately offering advice and solutions, you decide to invite him to a quiet place where you can talk freely. You listen carefully, asking questions and showing empathy. As a result, your friend feels that his problems are important to you, and this strengthens your friendship. Silence can be a powerful tool for developing strength of character and wisdom in the context of Stoicism. It helps us find inner peace, manage our emotions, develop wisdom and creativity, and improve our interpersonal relationships. It is important to understand that silence does not mean isolation from the world, but on the contrary, can help us see the world more deeply and live it more consciously and purposefully. Silence becomes the path to personal development and strength of character, and Stoicism becomes a mentor who helps us along this path.